you.
You better back off, girlfriend.
Alrighty. I made it. I lived through another day. How you guys doing? King, Corvina. Anybody who may be lurking out there. Appreciate you being here. Everybody's doing good. Today we're working on this guy. Well, you know what? I need to change my camera settings, I think, because I'm pretty sure I'm still set to like 4K. So hold on here.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm still set to 4K. So like, why does this look so choppy? I was like, oh, because it's 4K 24 FPS. That might be why. I know. How do I go back now? I'm a professional, don't worry. I do this all the time. Nope, don't. Okay, maybe I'm not a professional. Because I don't know how to back out of this menu now. Yeah, let me just change shooting modes really quick. No, I didn't do. How do I get out of the info page? There we go. We did it. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. I was recording some footage, so it was set to 4K. I was like, why is it so cropped in? And then it hit me. Pew Pew, how you doing? Acid Burn, how you doing, my friend? Well, I gotta redo all my settings now because I changed my settings when they were in 4K, so. Didn't like that, you broke it. What's up, Panda? Yeah. Just that simple. Just that simple. I think that's good. Try to find a good. Yeah, that'll be about good. How's everybody doing tonight? Good to see ya. We're gonna work on this guy a little bit. This is the knob on the Smash-A-Squig, which this right here is the Smash-A-Squig that he rides on. From the Beast Snagga Boy army set. Trying to break my keyboard in half. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Doing pretty good. It's a pretty good pasta with pesto. Ooh, sounds good. I do love a good pasta. I'm gonna sort 5K perler beads. That is a lot of perler beads. Doing some chill 14 gameplay right now. Nice, nice. Was playing that last night. So as some of you may know, we finished our project that we were working on, which I didn't really work on stream, but regardless, my Rucka Truck Squig Buggy that I've been painting is all finished up. I'm really, really happy with how this came out. It's huge, so it's hard to get it all in frame. But you got little orc squigs everywhere. I love the squigs. They really make this thing So yeah. Quite happy with how that came out. But so, since that is now finished, we need to start on something else. So we're going to start on this guy, because I only put together and primed 2 units from the Beast Snagga Boy set, which is this guy and Zodgrod Wart Snagga, who is a runt herd guy. People are freaking out at the moment being annoying. Oh no. That is no bueno. Thanks, Acid. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how it came out. I am quite happy. So I've been basing my orcs with Death World Forest just because I like the way it looks. Probably gonna try some new stuff with the skin, as I tend to do. Every time I paint, I like to try different things and see how they work out for me, so. Get some of this on my palette here. Tiny bit of water just to thin it down a little bit. Just put off my brush. Be ready to go. Alright, so usually just try to pick a spot I feel best about and start going. And since I do thin it down, it's gonna take a couple coats.
Oh, really?
Just a couple of thin coats. Working yesterday. Yeah, I know, right? Damn weebs. Yeah, I had a lot of fun yesterday. I'm looking forward to doing some more PvP for sure. I'm trying to get in. A lot of times I don't fully assemble minis. I partially assemble them and then paint them in pieces, because in cases like this, it makes certain things a little harder, like getting under his arm here, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I was reading your post in Discord, Pew Pew, and I definitely agree with the points you were making. But unfortunately, that's just kind of the world we live in, so. Getting all these little creases in his fingers. Around this little handle. Which is not easy. I said in a perfect world I'd probably paint all of these guys sub-assembly in pieces, but I was trying to save myself some time by having to like prime everything separately and paint everything separately. Being a level Dragoon next, I realized that Reaper's probably using The same gear, really. I am excited to try out Reaper. I was wiping my brush off. Perfect World. What was Perfect World? I played Secret World. Alright, most of that part looks to be clothing over there. Had to go back. I made some sprue goo since I got some of the stuff, the Tamiya glue, like Raven said, and made some sprue goo and went back in and filled in some of the gaps because he had a horrendous gap on his back and under his arm, like right here. He had a huge gap and it filled in nicely. There's still a little bit of a crease there, but I mean, that's nothing compared to what it was. Who's melee uses weaponry Bruce too. Yeah, I getcha. Oh, really? Yeah, there's a lot of those out there. I used to always try to keep up with playing new MMOs when they came out, and I gave up a long time ago because there was just far too many that kept coming out. He's got a lot of little tiny crevices in his face that I'm trying to get all up in. Alright, I think that covers all of his exposed skin. Remember Puzzle Pirates? I feel like I probably saw advertisements for it, but I can't say that I played it. Hi Gizmo, what are you doing? Maybe it still is, yeah. I don't know, I can't say that I ever got around to playing it. Alright, so I'm about to start doing the second coat of the skin, which usually is enough to cover. It's very cute. This might actually take 3 coats. He's pretty good sometimes. Yeah, this might actually end up taking 3 coats to cover, man. I didn't feel like I thinned it down any more than normal, though. Sometimes that's just the breaks. I would rather have to do 3 thin coats than to put it on 2 gloopy and have it look like garbage. It's one of my big pet peeves is trying to get in these little crevices, and it's like no one would probably notice if it wasn't painted, because, I mean, you can't see it unless you really twist and turn the model, but it's like I'll always know that it wasn't painted. And I just can't live with that. Thank you for the love, guys. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'll talk about something that I mentioned earlier in the Discord, because I mean, I'm sure any of you who follow like Twitch news have probably seen the stuff about all the hate raids and hate speech stuff and all the other stuff going on. That, of course, Twitch took forever to even address and are taking even longer to do anything about. And, Commander Root, who does a lot of really awesome tools for Twitch, which, if you stream at all, you should definitely be using some of his tools, because he has, like, some mass ban tools, mass block tools, things like that, that are super useful. I used one the other day to block like 300 and something thousand bot accounts. But anyway, he posted that sometime back in like, I think it was 2016 maybe, that he had written some kind of a tool, like he does, to find and report accounts that had profile pictures that were inappropriate, like nudity or, you know, whatever. And he said that very quickly Twitch reached out to him and said, we need you to stop reporting all these accounts, because we can't deal with this, basically. And it's like, but isn't that your job to deal with this? Like, isn't that what you're supposed to be doing? Oh, the number of bot accounts? Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't even know if that's completely, like, exhaustive or anything. That was just his tool that had, like, a big list of known bot accounts. And yeah, it was, like, over 300,000. And it took, like, a whole day. I started running it one day, and it just, like, kept going. And I was like, holy crap. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Because of the many ways that Twitch could address it, the whole account creation thing, it's so easy to create new accounts that, I mean, the people doing that stuff have even said, people have like screen captured them talking in chat saying that basically it takes them no time at all to just create thousands and thousands of new accounts for Twitch and just do it all over again. I normally only have to do 2 layers on the skin, but for some reason the coverage wasn't very good. I'm having to do a 3rd one. Doing all these damn coats and I completely forgot about his hand up here. Leave it to me. But yeah, I mean, hype train and all that, yeah. Make sure we work on the important things first. Like ways to make money. I always end up doing that too. I always forget like one part of his skin, I miss it, and I end up having to go back later and do it. Oops. The whole thing is pretty yikes. What I post on Discord is pretty accurate, I feel like. Doesn't do much of a bunch of smaller streamers say things. The big ones stay silent. I wouldn't want to be the only big streamer doing anything, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. It's hard to say that even if the big streamers did anything, it would make a difference either, you know? Because, I mean, what does one day do, regardless of the size of the streamers? Especially when, you know, a lot of the user base has proven in the past that they're not gonna not watch regardless. Like, they'll just go watch other people instead, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference at the end of the day. And I mean, I get it. It's about raising awareness, and I mean, I did it the first time for that very reason, to try to just help raise awareness, but it proved pretty quickly that it didn't really make that big of a difference, so unfortunately. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know if there's anything really that's gonna be a one and done solution. There's a lot of things that need to be done on Twitch's end to make progress, and they've proven to be only reactive. They only do stuff when shit hits the fan and everyone calls them out and says, hey, you need to do something about this. Yeah. Until it comes back and bites you in the ass that people years ago had already started to deal with stuff like this and you told them not to do it. Then it doesn't look very good. Alright, so as I finish the skin on the hand, I think we've got enough coverage now to go ahead. I'll move this out just a little bit. Go ahead and start layering. Usually I always do the skin first just because it's kind of, you know, under everything. And that way, when I do this stuff, it's less likely I'll hit the skin than I will if I did this and then tried to do a skin around it. Because, like, getting in here and doing all this, if this was already painted, would be a real nightmare. Yeah, I mean, that's what I said earlier. To me, you hit the nail on the head with everything, so I don't know, man. All I know is I'm just over it. I'm only here to hang out with my friends and have a good time, so if I can do that another way, then I would gladly do that. Do just a little bit. I mean, the issue, as always, with streaming somewhere else is mainly getting the people who do watch you to actually, you know, go with you to watch. Because some people just have that I don't know if it's even loyalty, more so just like they don't want to change. They just, it's, you know, what they've always done, so they'd rather just stick with it, but... So... trying to think here. I had some ideas. They probably aren't going to work out exactly the way I want them to, but I'm going to try them anyway. So I'm really not a fan of using washes on my skins anymore. So what I had been doing is just layering, essentially, and making my definition that way. And I don't have as sharp of contrast and definition maybe as like the heavy metal paintings and stuff, but I like him. But for that, I'm going to use some War Boss green. But since this is such a sharp difference in comparison to the Deathworld Forest, what I actually do is I take the War Boss green and I mix it with the Deathworld Forest. And I kind of like gradually layer up. I almost like make a gradient on my palette of like Deathworld Forest all the way up to the War Boss green, if that makes sense. And that way I can kind of slowly layer it up a little bit at a time. So that's what I was doing right now, I was just mixing paint. Which in your case, funding a site does the same benefits and tools, yeah. Well, I mean, Altair is supposed to. And actually the subscription model, they're starting with a 60-40 split. What? What? Oh. Awesome. Heck yeah. But yeah, they're supposed to have, like I said, actually like a 60-40 split for the subs, and there's going to be emotes, and the emote stuff is going to be the same as Twitch's. They're saying that they're, you know, trying to make everything as easy as possible for people who want to transition over. So I don't know, we'll see. It obviously mostly depends on how functional everything is, more so than anything for me, because I don't care about the monetization stuff as much as I just care about the site actually working and people being able to watch. Alright, so basically what I like to do is pick out all the muscles. Actually, I have a little more paint on my brush than I really even want at this point. Basically what I do is I go around and I start applying this color to all the top of the skin. Try to stay away from the recesses for the most part. But I'm going to come in with another color later for the recesses. So either way, it's not a huge deal if I do go into the recesses a little bit. I told you how awesome Monster Hunter Stories 2 is. I think that you've mentioned it before. I don't think you went into a whole lot of detail, but I did watch Riptide play it a little bit, and it looked pretty cool. I'm glad to hear that you're still enjoying it. It's gonna be the hardest part, is getting down into these parts. What is that? Sure, I don't know. Sure, why not? I don't know. I'll try it. Maybe. Never really have too much glue. Yeah, I'll try it, shit. Thanks. But yeah, you'll probably notice I've only gone back once to get a little more paint on the brush. You really don't need very much paint to accomplish this, because you just kind of build it up as you go. So it only takes a very little to just bring that color up. And then as you come back and make more passes, you get a little more contrast and stuff. Right now I need a little bit more, but I have just a little off to the side here. I just go back and grab a little more. When I was doing this before, I wasn't even really doing anything with the recesses. I was leaving the recesses just pure Death World forest and using purely highlights to build, but I feel like I'm not getting quite enough contrast with that, so I would like to try to use another color in the recesses to bring that out. So we'll see. We'll see, but already, I don't know if it's really easy to see on the stream, but you can see how the tops of his muscles have more of a green tint to them. So we're going for it. And then we take the next level gradient. Separate a little over here, thin it down, so we get a nice real thin consistency. And then we'll wipe it on the towel to get a bunch of that off. And now we're just gonna go back and we're gonna start this time more in the middle, even this time. I'm just gonna keep building up. And I mean, this takes a lot of time, but it's the way I like to do it. It's not a fast way to do it. It's probably not a lot of people's preferred way to do it, but and I don't know if I'm gonna do it with my boys or not, because there's so many of them. It would probably take 27 years to do all those boys this way. Oh, really? Like adult ones? Get them. So, it's worth a try. Yeah, it's worth a try. Just try. It's fine. I'll get my way. Yeah. But I'm sure there won't be. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I know that most of you aren't super into Warhammer and this kind of stuff, but it means a lot to me that you want to hang out anyway, and if you are into Warhammer, I'm glad to have you. I'm still new to it, still figuring things out. Haven't even gotten to actually play a game yet. That's on my to-do list. Although I have to figure out how I can build my army first and what I can actually use before I can do that. It's also on my to-do list. Shit, I forgot to do his face before. I need to go back into my lighter color really quick. Just do it, then I'll just do it later. I'll just do it later. Well, it's worth a try. I understand that. Me too. Is that like a, I guess that's like a bionic eye there, so I'm gonna have to pick that out later with my metallics, but Warham's mega nerd, I know. I know you are. The other day I watched the show, if there even is one. Well, when the one orc tells the other orc about wars. I know, it's pretty epic. And you were like, I didn't even know these wars had so many hammers. I only know a few people who are really that much into Warhammer, and well, one of them's Raven, one of them's Warfiend, and then Sensational, he kind of gets into it, but he doesn't actually do like Warhammer stuff. But he does think it's cool and all. Alright, so we're starting to get a little, I know it's hard to see on the stream, but we're starting to get a little definition here. So now we're gonna go into, this is gonna be mostly War Boss green. Not quite all the way. Yeah. Yeah, I see. You're further ahead of me. I don't even know. It's crazy. And now we layer up again, and this time we just go very, very center. Some of these I definitely could have used a smaller brush for, but that's fine. When I go into, I'm gonna get another color out soon, and when I do that layering, I'll definitely get a smaller brush, because actually, I might just do it now. Just get my smaller brush now. How things work, how things are sometimes, you don't have to know everything. Yeah, that's it. It's very true. It actually is very true. You really don't need to know much about Warhammer to enjoy it overall. Switching to my smaller brush here, just to have a little bit more control. The bigger brush is nice because it holds more paint and more water, so you don't have to worry as much about it drying out or having to like go and get more. You can just kind of go and go and go, whereas like with this brush, it'll dry out pretty quick and I'll need to go get more paint. So hard to tell over here what's bionic and not, because that, I mean, I guess all that is right there, the square part and the other thing, but alright. We are building definition. Yes, we are. I don't know why I started singing that, don't ask. I just put way too much water, I think, but that actually might work out in our favor. Just mix it all in really good. So when I get my next color, I can just mix it straight into that. Alright, so same thing. It's a tiny bit on the brush. And I know it probably, since you can't see it as good, hi Corvina. So you can't see it as good on the stream. It probably just looks like I'm literally just painting over the same thing over and over again, but I can assure you every time I'm going over a layer, it's getting brighter in the center. And I'm getting a wee bit more contrast. And I'm by no means an expert. I've only been doing this for 5 months? 4 months? Almost 5 months? I don't know, something like that. So I'm still learning. Not too worried about his lip because I usually paint that. I should say I started painting that in a different color with some pink and stuff. Try to just make it a little more interesting. Alright, now I need to get Elysian green, which is kind of more like a yellowish green. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put some down by itself, but then I'm gonna take some, I'm gonna mix it into the War Boss green. We're gonna get ourselves a mix, because jumping from one to the next is quite a striking difference in colors. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I like to do it. I like to do it where it subtly changes. Seen a lot of different ways of painting, and I think they all kind of have their merits, just depending on, you know, what works for you. It's gonna 2-hour call, nothing more than take place. Whoa now. Whoa now. How you doing, Royal? Good to see you, my friend. Coming in spicy. I'm glad to see you. I'm sorry you had a long call. What's your profanity? Oh, I love it. I knew it. I couldn't resist the opportunity to say something. I knew that's not how you meant it, but it was just too perfect to not bring it up. Yeah, no, trust me. That's like one of the first things I do when I get home is I put on either my pajama pants or pajama shorts, depending on the weather. Lately it's been pajama shorts because it's hot. And that's all I want to do too when I get home. But how was your day otherwise, my friend? This brush doesn't hold as much, so I'm having to dip in a little more than I normally would, but that is okay. We will improvise, adapt, and overcome in that order. What's pants, exactly? Pants, who needs them? It was good, good to hear it. We were just talking about, well, not much in the last little bit, but earlier we were talking about the whole thing with Twitch and its current problems and how I'm probably gonna stream on Altair when it launches as long as it works as intended, because I'm just tired of drama with Twitch. I'm tired of Twitch not doing things to help the people who need it, and frankly I just want to stream for my friends and have fun and not worry about all that all the time. Right? I don't even know. That would be a great merch thing, though. Yeah, I mean, you already know, and I posted on the venting channel on Discord if you want to go read it, but yeah, I mean, it's just, I would much rather just stream somewhere to hang out with you guys, have a good time, not deal with the drama and the crap, and know that if there are issues, people are going to actually care to fix them, and all that jazz. Yeah, same, and I mean, I'm not saying that I would not support my friends on Twitch still. Like, I would still watch Twitch and still be there for people even still. I'm to the point, since I only really stream to hang out with you guys and have fun, that if I can do that somewhere else where all this bad stuff isn't happening, then I will gladly do that. Yeah, we're just painting this guy, trying to build some definition on him. I know you can't really see him that good. Let's try to. I still can't see him that well. The light kind of blurs him out. Well, you won't have to miss the emotes. They're gonna have emotes. Their emote system is gonna be similar to Twitch, and they said I'm pretty sure they're gonna have right away where you can have emotes for your channel that people, regardless of subscribing, can use inside your channel. And then they're gonna have sub emotes and everything else. Doesn't everybody watch? Yeah, everybody should be watching with no pants. It's the best way to view a Zorvac stream, to be honest. But yeah, so there should be no worries in regards to the emotes, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. Who needs pants? I'm not gonna wear pants. Screw that. I'll just stream while sitting in a pool in my backyard, yeah. Yeah, so like I said, I think they're supposed to have emotes for anyone in your channel to use. They're still gonna have subscriber emotes. They're not gonna have any kind of partnership thing. You're just gonna be able to monetize and, you know, do your thing. And yeah, so there should be no worries with any of that. Hell, I still haven't gotten access to follower emotes here. And they've been out for a hot minute. No, like I don't understand. I usually get stuff pretty early, but for some reason, I've never gotten access to follower emotes. I thought maybe it was because I didn't stream as much anymore, but I mean, like you said, if you got them, then I have no idea why I haven't gotten them yet. My skin isn't coming out exactly like I want it to, but... I think it'll be alright either way. I think when I start shading in the, what you call it, it'll be better. Recesses. Blame YouTube Zorvax, yeah. Well, he's a damn slacker too. I haven't done a video in like a month. Just bad at everything. Alright. Brightest color. Just get down, Gizmo. Get down. Oh, he's trying to get down. Yeah, I was just saying that I needed to do a YouTube video because I haven't done one. I mean, the thing is obviously like doing one about Warhammer and painting would make the most sense because that's what I've been spending my time doing mostly, but I don't really know how to make a video on that when I'm not like doing a tutorial or something. That's generally what most people do. I'm trying to hit all these highlights. I don't know why, but this isn't coming out exactly like I want, so... Like, there's definition, but it doesn't look as nice as when I've done it in the past. See, man, I told you. I told you. You just gotta not worry about it. Just gotta not worry. After I finish this, I'm gonna have to do the next fun part, which will be trying to do the recesses. Yeah, I think about that too, but the other issue there is I don't think I've ever finished a complete piece on like a stream or something, so I'll always have like gaps in what I'm doing. Alright, now I gotta figure this part out. I don't quite know how I'm gonna do yet. Because I've only really done this once before, and it didn't really work out the way I wanted it to, so it's gonna take a little trial and error, probably a lot of error, but I'm taking a color called Nocturne Green, and I'm mixing it in with my Death World Forest, so it's not quite as powerful, because it is a dark, dark green. I'm gonna try to start like slowly glazing that into the recesses. I have to really water this down because that is super, super strong. Sorry, I'm mixing paint, if you're wondering what I'm doing. Just mixing some paint. Trying to get it to the consistency I want it. Something for a video and finish it while recording yourself. Yeah. Indeed, commercial one. I hope you're not getting commercials on here, because I'm not running any ads. And yeah, Pew Pew, I actually did record some footage of my squig buggy, but I only recorded a little bit. It takes me so long to paint anything that it's hard to do that, honestly. I'd literally have like 20-30 hours of footage for every miniature that I'd have to do it for. Oh, just in general, yeah, gotcha. Alright, so now this is not gonna look like I'm doing anything. But I promise you I am. I am putting this color mixture that I have down into the recesses, but it's so thin down that there's really barely any pigment to be seen.
Hi, can Alter also just add bits and shit? Literally just lift all the cool shit from Twitch. Not like they care, lol.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Royal. I don't know, maybe. They might. They're not doing ads. Ads is something that they have expressly said they will not be doing, so who knows? Who knows what they might do? Sorry, this is kind of a tedious process here. May have went a little too thin with my glaze, but I was worried about going too strong and essentially ruining my last hour of work. You went a little too high on that. It's hard. These recesses where they're not super deep are the hardest ones to do because it's very easy to miss your mark. Better have a hot tub category. Oh my goodness. The old hot tub. I'm not real sure how I'm feeling about this just yet. I'm definitely getting more definition, but I also feel like it's making it look a little more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is really. Can I get a hot tub? I'm definitely not going to be able to do all my orcs like this because it's just going to take way too much time. The regular boys are probably just going to have a more quick and dirty scheme, as it were. mention, I'm still not really feeling this 100%, but I think this is something that's going to take me time to get used to doing. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Just trying to build up the lines in between his muscles, because that's the one problem that I've had with my other orcs, is like their muscles don't have a ton of definition. So I was gonna try with this guy to do a better job at that. Sorry for sticking the brush up your nose, guy. It's hard to find good spots on the face to really even do this. Trying just to find like more sunken spots to do it with. But the arms already got pretty good definition built up on this side. I think I neglected his top hand a little, or a lot. See, normally if you were doing this easily, you would just paint the skin, base color, slap a wash on it, call it good. But no, I had to try and be extra. I try and just do all this extra work to try to make it look different, and at the end of the day, I don't really know if it honestly even looks any better this way. I don't know. I feel like there's still more things I'll need to pick out, but for now I feel like I need to move on to something else before I just overwork this to death. Oh, I'll just see if I can... The stupid light's washing it out so much you can't really see it. Try to cover some of the light. I mean, you can kind of see what I did. See how he has a little bit darker lines now in between his muscles. So I've been slowly building up towards. I have a hard time getting things to really look good on this stream where you guys can see it really good. Alright, so if I'm gonna take a pause on the skin for now, what should I work on? I guess I could start with his feet and work my way up. So he's got some leather boots with a bunch of metal pieces and other things. So let's start off with... I feel like I usually end up doing... Maybe I'll do his boots in like a Rhinox hide and then I'll do lighter colors for his pants. No, we didn't get the goal. I had extended it a couple times already, so... And it was still only like 40-something%, so I just hit the thing to end it this time rather than continuing to extend it forever. I think I needed to have the goal a lot lower than it was. When I said it, I didn't realize that you could only do 2,000 at a time. Like, I thought people could just contribute what they wanted. So I was like, oh, well, if I set it for, 200,000, that'll be easy, because we have people with shitloads of points who will probably immediately meet that goal. But then it was afterwards that I realized, oh, it doesn't work that way. People can only contribute the 2,000 per stream, and then I wasn't streaming as much, and yeah, so yeah, I will definitely restart in the goal, and I'll just make it a lot cheaper than it was, so that way people don't have to work as hard on it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Just like do it maybe like 20k. I think 20k would be a good number. Be easy enough to hit. We were at like 49,000, so I mean, if we did that once, we can get to 20k. Yeah, give me just a second and I'll go and look at that again. This is a good thing though, because this is letting me know that for my regular boys units, I'm gonna have to just do the regular old base coat wash and highlight to get them done in any kind of decent amount of time. I can't sit there and be all, I'm gonna slowly blend these colors and try to make them look awesome for 20 different units. That's all metal. The boots are gonna be that dark brown, and we'll highlight them up so they look like a worn leather boot. Pretty good. Let me see if I can easily at all restart that goal. Ooh. Creator dashboard. Viewer, hey, your rewards. Channel points. Manage rewards. Create a community challenge. If we hit will do a special on-site stream. Enter amount, we're gonna do 20,000. We'll do the max number of days, just 30. To use a pre-made icon because I don't think, hey, don't do that. They don't have one that's like a fire. I had one, but it's saved on my other computer, so I don't have. Oh, they do have one that's a fire. Hold on. It's in a zip folder. Extract. Okay, here we go. Manage rewards. I'm using a touchpad and this is not my forte, so it's taking me some time to, hey, do this. Alright, drag and drop. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Create. Start. Start. Okay, that should have worked. You guys go and look and see if it is there. Oh yeah, it must be there. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. You guys are already crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. Rhinox hide covered really well. I probably didn't even need a second coat, but I'm gonna do one anyway, just because I like to be thorough. $6K already. Heck yeah. It'll be easy to hit that goal. Easy peasy. I just want to show off my buggy again. I love this buggy. This buggy is up there with my favorite with Gaz. And this buggy's not even really that special of a unit as far as Warhammer's concerned, but I just love the way it came out. It's the first like real vehicle I've done besides my motorcycle, so I'm just super happy with it. And the base, I like spent a lot of time planning the base. It's hard to see on stream, but the dirt has like these little cracks in it, and I had to use like a special, it's easier if I cover some of them with shadow, but I had to use a special kind of paint to get those cracks, and basically what I did was I put that paint down and then I airbrushed the color over that paint, and then I used the green texture paint around it to create that effect. So, pretty happy with that. It's the first vehicle I've done besides the bikers, if you count them, which I mean, they were much more plain. I just did them like black, basically. They're very dusty too, holy crap. I need to brush the dust off of him. I wish I had a cabinet for these, but I do not have room for a miniature cabinet. There we go. He's not as dusty now, my war bikers. And see, the thing is I don't think these guys look bad by any means. I think they just look... They look much more old school with the way I did the skin, like with the wash and all that. Like, they do have that really good muscle definition and everything because of it, but they also, I don't think their skin looks quite as nice when you compare them like side by side. Plus he has a darker skin tone too. I know I'm just rambling. I'm a rambling man, what can I say? Alright, I'm gonna quickly cheat really here. Really quick here. And I'm gonna use another brown. Which I need to pull that out. Hold on. Chunk of paint that I somehow got in there. So I'm going to take this Mournfang brown. I'm gonna grab a little bit of it with my dry brush. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Really probably even got more than I needed. Just to dabble do ya. And what we do is we wipe off a bunch of this on a paper towel. And then we take this and we just brush it across. Very lightly. Very, very lightly. And this is an extremely easy and simple way. See how it's shading itself. It is essentially shading itself right now. Because the brush is really only hitting the most raised parts of the boot as I'm dragging the brush across it. And look, it shades it. And now it looks like a old worn leather boot. And I always laugh because I've gotten so many compliments about my paint jobs where people compliment the dry brushing. Like, oh, I love how you did the highlighting or this or that on that. And I'm like, thanks. But little do they know, it was just a simple dry brush that brought those details out. Made it look nice. Works really well for stuff like that. You can dry brush skin too. Like if you're really trying to do an army quick, base coat, wash, dry brush. It's the fastest way to get an army done because it works just that quick. Because it's the same concept. When you pull, if you do a base coat and then you shade it and the shading gets all in the recesses, and then you dry brush the lighter color over it, it's going to hit the raised muscles and it's essentially going to do the same thing. So I might actually try to do one of my Beast Snagga boys like that just to see what it looks like. see if it's something I can get away with, because I got 20 of those damn things to do. Can you open links while you're streaming like this? I can. I don't know if I have a way to put them up on screen, but I mean, I can look at them. I might be able to pull them up on screen. See, look how nice those boots look. I really don't even have to do anything else to them. I'm going to. I'll pick out some of the other details, but don't really even have to do anything else to them. Hey, Wabash, how you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for the raid, dude. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, everybody. Pew Pew, can we get a shout out for Wabash in 3D? What were you up to tonight? I'm just working on my knob on a Smash-a-Squig, which unfortunately with the lighting it's kind of hard to see exactly all what I've done so far, but basically been working on his skin and starting on his boots and stuff. And I'm fresh off finishing my Squig Buggy, which I'm super happy with. How this one came out. Finished the Davidor, played some Aeon, nice, nice. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this bad boy came out. My first real vehicle. I have a couple bikes, but I just did a really simple job on those. Thanks, man. I did put a lot of work into this, so I've been happy that everyone's enjoyed it. I still have a bunch of other vehicles to do, but that's neither here nor there. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I wanted something more simple to do tonight, so that's why we're doing the knob on the Smash-a-Squig. Alright. Just gonna use... I've really been liking this Iron Hands steel, which I don't think this is all supposed to be metal up to here, but I kind of like the look of it, so I'm gonna pretend that it is. Actually, it might actually supposed to be metal, I don't know. When in doubt, do whatever you want. It's my motto. I did miss some of the toe there. Yeah, just gonna work on this for a while and then probably call it a night. I've just got so many things I gotta paint. I'm so far behind. Well, I shouldn't say I'm behind. I just got so many gifts for my birthday that it put me really far behind. Alright, man, I know how that is. Got a raid and run. I appreciate it very much for the raid. Thank you everybody who came in. Have a go, my friend. Make sure you guys follow Wabash if you haven't already. He does Warhammer painting, he plays games. He was doing some Bloodborne speed running, which was really fun to watch. The bottom of these boots. Whatever they are. I really thought that these went up. I guess they're just kind of like stirrups along the front. It's hard to tell. It kind of looks like they go up though. I don't know. Like I said, when in doubt, you just kind of got to do whatever you want. Yeah, they definitely go up here, for sure. Sorry, I know I'm getting... I was trying to look really close to see if I could see a line, and I did see one. Right there. Nice shiny boot. I'm so excited about these two, man. So excited about all the models I have. I've got this whole really cool kit to do. The Snagga boys, and then I've got my battle wagon that Warfiend got me. I got the Wazbomb Blast Jet, Raven. Got the Chaos Rhino from King. Just so much, man. So much. We have enough to paint for a very long time. Put my other water reservoir for this. Somebody wanted to do painting videos with me to do some sort of video because of it. I haven't done this in ages. I think it shows, plus I pretty much rushed it and didn't much to work with because clip downloading the whole stream takes ages, so use clip instead. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that downloading a whole stream takes forever because it's such a huge file. I haven't even downloaded the footage I recorded because I recorded it in 4K and I know it's going to take ages to even just download it from the camera. I'm gonna send you a DM, but I forgot you're not on Discord. Oh, yeah, I mean I could get on Discord. It's just because I'm on this laptop instead of my actual computer. Alright, give me just 1 second. Let me finish up this boot here. This brush kind of sucks, but that's why I use it for metallics. This was a good brush when I first got it, but it quickly deteriorated. Alright, let me open this. Should be obvious, DMCA save. Yeah, I figured if you made it, it must be. Alright, hold on. How do I capture really quick? Yeah, I can. Hold on. Chrome. Here we go. Yeah, I think about that too, but the other issue there is I don't think I've ever finished a complete piece on like a stream or something. So. Whatever the fuck this is. Oh, hey, why are you buffering? Come on, laptop. Ruined. funny, Pew Pew. I had a,
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
I don't know what that sound was. I just heard a sound pop up and I have no idea where it came from. What the hell's the thing I'm looking for? Right. Yeah, I mean it struggles because I'm streaming and I'm using a capture card which is capturing what the video camera's putting in and everything, and then all the apps that are running the bot and the music and everything. So I think it sometimes struggles to keep up. I was trying to see, I had somewhere, I don't remember where I posted it, where I had made like a quick little time-lapse video. I don't know if I posted it in the Warhammer channel. That would have been a long ass time ago too. I wouldn't even know how to search video in Warhammer miniatures, maybe. If I search for that. And I've said the word video a lot in here. Kill team. Apparently I didn't even post that with that, so. Well, shit. Okay, well if you saw it, then you know what I'm talking about. It was basically just like a time lapse of me painting. I think it was one of my Chaos Marines. Where that was what I did. I downloaded the stream, took like 5 minutes, sped it up super fast, and that was all it was. Alright, I want to actually take a little bit of Mornfang Brown here on the palette. Yeah. I mean, I thought about doing that, and then also, like, you know, maybe talking, like doing almost like a podcast style format, where I just, like, talk and, you know, it's the me painting in the background kind of deal. I don't know, it's just hard, because when you come off of doing videos that have been getting thousands of views, and that one that got 100 and something thousand views, it makes it really hard to know what the hell you're gonna do now. Just brightening those up a little, making them stand out a little bit more. A wee bit more. Don't understand it a lot because it's all supposed to be leather and stuff, but I do want them to stand out a little bit compared to the rest of the boot. And then I'll pick out the little metal buckle pieces on there and there. I don't actually know if this is supposed to be, that might actually supposed to be a metal piece too. I Actually, no. But the closer I'm looking at, I think that's actually supposed to be metal. So I might not do that just yet. Or I'll do it, and I'll just do it in metal. And metallic. Just trying to get a few things done because I'm probably gonna end pretty soon. It takes a really long time to break all this stuff back down when I do the painting stream, so I always have to end a little earlier to allot myself that extra bit of time to tear down the laptop and all the cords and put everything back away. And I gotta clean up my paint area, wash all my brushes, do all that fun stuff, so. Now I gotta try to pick out. Oh, I hate doing stuff like this. Those little tiny buckle pieces. Hey, we did it. You guys couldn't even see it because it was so small, I bet. That's what she said. I mean, what? Alright, so boots are basically done. Giggity. Man, I spent so much time doing the damn skin that I'm not even 100% sure if I'm happy with. Like, I definitely see the gradient from like the dark green. I think the problem almost is the Death World Forest. I think that the greens mixed with that is the issue because it goes from like a dark green to like a brownish green to then a light green, and it almost doesn't really mix that well. The video posted on the Warhammer channel. Which one? Hold on. Oh, Eternal Crusade? Yeah. Yeah, I almost made a video myself about Eternal Crusade. I actually recorded a bunch of footage for Eternal Crusade, and I had to record footage of me playing training area like by myself because nobody was playing. And I was gonna make a video about it myself, and I just hadn't gotten around to it. I'm trying to decide what color to do his pants. I usually take the easy way out and just do like different colors of leathers, but yeah, Eternal Crusade, I know what you're talking about now. I'm thinking about doing some kind of, maybe like a gray. Do like an Eshin gray and then highlight it maybe. Eshin gray is actually supposed to be a layer paint, but we can base coat with it. Nobody's gonna tell me I can't. Don't you tell me my business, devil woman. But yeah, I was totally gonna make a video about that game, and I was like, I couldn't get enough footage to really do it, and now it's about to shut down. So it might actually shut down before I even have a chance. It's a shame though, because I mean, everybody wanted a Warhammer 40k MMO, and they thought that was what we were getting with that game, and it was, I think, originally supposed to be a more true MMO, and then it just kind of slowly turned into shooter, whatever the hell it ended up being. I don't even know. Third-person action shooter? Is that what you would call that? Is that a belt? Yeah, it looks like a belt he's wearing. Sorry, I was trying to look and see what that... It's always like a game of, is this part of what I'm painting or is it not? I was also going to do more videos on tome unlocks and Warhammer Online, and now I haven't actually played Warhammer Online since I made the last one. Still pretty wet. I'm going to have to wait for this to dry before I put another layer on it. I do miss when we used to do Try It Tuesday. I don't know how many of you were actually around back when we did Try It Tuesday. But I do miss that. It was like every Tuesday. This was, gosh, like 4 or 5 years ago. Every Tuesday I would try like a new free-to-play game. Like either a free-to-play MMO or a free-to-play shooter or, you know, whatever. And I really enjoyed it. I did that for a while, but then I just kind of got out of the habit of doing it and stopped. Like with most things that tend to happen that way. Paint's taking a hot minute to dry. I'm gonna do another layer and then I can do some highlights on it. Figure that'll maybe change things up a little. I don't usually ever do like gray pants, I always do leather, so. Maybe when I do Zodgrod, I'll try different colors of skin and see what happens. Problem is, there really isn't any other colors that go very well with Death World Forest. Like, it's a green, but it's like a brownish green. So I feel like you'd have to mix something really well with it to keep it that shade while also changing it. Because that's what I do, like I slowly layer up from that to the other greens, but I don't know, it looked better when I didn't shade it, I think, when I didn't shade the recesses. Because that's exactly how I painted Snagga, who I think came out really good, but I mean, he does have the same issue that he doesn't have that contrast in the muscles. Like, you can definitely see the muscles, you can see the highlights and everything, but I didn't really do any shading in the recesses. I just left that like the Death World forest color. Down. So I said I'm just figuring things out as I go, and I'm always learning new things, learning what works best for me. Surprisingly enough, the side that I did second actually looks more dry than the side I did first. My paint must have been a little thicker on the other side. Yeah, I think part of it is because like I see all these really cool Warhammer creators. I know I'm jumping around a lot, but I'm having thoughts in my head, and you know how that goes. Continue a conversation that you started in your head. But yeah, I have all these really cool Warhammer creators that I've started to subscribe to, like on YouTube, and I really enjoy their videos. I'm like, man, I would like to do videos like that, but I don't have the skill level that they do. Like, they've been all doing this for years, and they're really good, skilled painters, and like they do tutorial videos and like all this other stuff. And I don't feel that I'm really in any place to be telling anyone how to paint, that's for sure. Since I'm still learning myself how to paint well. I wish I knew a good way to have like a diffuse. This light even has like a piece of frosted thing over it, and it still just seems like too harsh of a light. But it's like if I turn it down, then it's too dark and you can't see. No. But I think that I'm going to probably call it a night. Because, like I said, I gotta take my time to pack everything up and do all that, and clean my brushes and stuff. Well, alright, my friends, thank you for coming by and hanging out with me. It's been a fun little over 2 hours of painting. Obviously, I would have liked to have gotten a little more done on him, but with the way I chose to paint him, it is what it is. But we got the skin, for the most part, done, boots done, pants started, and we will just move on from there. I think he's going to look really cool when he's done, though. Even if I don't paint my other ones like him. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hope you all have a good rest of your night, good day tomorrow, all that good stuff. And if I don't see you tomorrow on stream or whatever, I'm always in the Discord. Feel free to join up, hang out, join the conversation, look at all the pictures and stuff. You know the deal. But yeah, thank you guys. Have a good one, and I will see you all later. Bye, Royal. I'm sorry. I gotta pack up for the night. I appreciate it, though. I'll talk to you later.